Hey, welcome back to another episode of Legion Elite Motorsports. Today, I have a special announcement. Hey, welcome to Legion Elite Motorsports. I'm your host, Isaiah. Today, we're going to be knocking out the battery relocation kit for this, or at least the beginning phases of it. I still have to order the wire, which I'm going to be running to the trunk, but we're still going to knock it out. So let's get to it. Hey everyone, I have a new product that I'm super excited about. It's in the building phase, so it is nowhere near done. But this is a 17-gallon fuel cell. Let's just call it a fuel tank. And basically what this is going to be is a factory replacement for the existing fuel tank. So if you do have a rusted out fuel tank, this is going to be your option. Like I said, it's still under the construction phase, but basically what you're going to see is it's going to have the neck over here, so you fill it up like normal. This will be for servicing, cleaning, or what have you. This is going to be your feed line for your fuel pump. You can run either and this is a 10 AN. All three of these are 10 AN, but this you can run your factory fuel line from this here, because our fuel pumps are external anyway. And then this would be your return line, and this would be your vent, and has a fuel sending unit, so you'll be able to see how much gas is in here. So this is your ground, and this is your signal. And I'm gonna show you guys what the inside of the tank looks like. But in general, this is gonna be an awesome improvement. This is a 17-gallon. The factory one is 18-gallon. So you're losing a gallon, but to trade this out for a rusty tank, I'm pretty sure you could sacrifice the gallon. But yeah, super excited. This one's gonna be coming together soon. So I'm gonna be working on this. I'm gonna take down a gas tank and measure everything out and make sure that everything fits the way I want it to, which is going to be OEM. That means you use your original bolts and bolt the fuel tank in, and yeah, everything will be perfect. And also this one here, the fuel vent is going to come with the vent, which will pretty much be like a float to make sure no fuel sloshes through the tank and out of it for the vent. And the return, you can get your 10 AN fittings and put whichever one you want, whether it be 6 AN, 8 AN, 10 AN, whatever you want. And yes, this is going to be another work of art vis-a Legion Elite Motorsports. And also a nice little addition to the fuel tank, I have here a billet fuel filter. And basically it comes with a 30 micron filter. This is actually washable. It's steel, not paper or anything like that. So that's a good quality there. And this is billet aluminum, so it's not, you know, regular cast aluminum. So it is aircraft grade. And it comes with 6 AN, 8 AN, or 10 AN fittings. So you have options there. And I'm pretty sure this has a part number, which is not on here, but since it's reusable, I don't think you would have any issues. Unless you had a rusty tank, then you'd be cleaning this all the time. But I am going to remedy that. And with it together. This side is in, which is the short side, and this side is out, which is the deep side. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our positive cable, and if you don't know which one's positive, it's the one that has the most leads on it. Negative is usually single cable. So with that aside, what we're gonna do is we are going to, we're not even gonna waste our time cutting this off since we're not gonna be using it. We're going to just start cutting these wires here one at a time, and we're gonna start running it to our distribution block. Now you can find these on eBay fairly cheap, anywhere from $10 all the way up to $25. Definitely worth the investment, and basically what you want is 0 gauge. It's a nice thick wire, so you won't have any amperage loss. And on the other side you have multiple. You got 4 gauge, 8, and 10 or 12. So you know, these little bit of accessories is not gonna do any harm to the distribution block. So let's get the cutting. So now, after the wires are cut off from here, and you take a wire stripper and open them up, you can take your distribution block. Let me get a screwdriver real quick and open up your distribution block. And as you can see, it's Phillips. So now you open up to where you can fit wire in here, and then you start inserting. I would start with the biggest wire first, which would go to the starter. So you take it, you slide it into here, open it up a little bit more if you have to. You want to get that in there as much as possible so it doesn't slide out, and then start tightening it up. All right, so you see that there? So that's perfect. And then on the back end, just like I said before, we're gonna put the 0 gauge or 1 gauge wire here, and we're gonna snake it through the car. And I'm gonna show you exactly where the best place is. And this is also if you removed your cruise control. We're gonna go through that same grommet. So we're gonna actually port that grommet out to fit the wire, and then you run it neatly through your carpet. So let's finish plugging in the rest of this. And some of these you can actually put together, but the small ones I'm going to twist them up and put them together. Alright, so next one, loosen up the Phillips. I kind of want these to be on this side of the distribution block so I can mount it and it doesn't stretch the wires the wrong way. So we can take and grab these 2 white ones that are together, and we're gonna put these together into this one. Now you can always twist these up or you know, whatever you feel comfortable with, but I think being in a device like this, being open is probably the best. So it spreads out evenly and you always have a good connection. nice and tight. And we have 2 more left. These are fairly small, so I'm gonna run these together. So let's make sure we don't put it together tangled. Gonna take the Phillips, loosen that up a little bit, actually a little bit more. All right, and then we're gonna slide them in. We're gonna do, let me untangle these. We're gonna do the black box first because it seems the shortest. Slide that all the way in, and grab this one, and slide that all the way in, and tighten the last bolt. All right, so now with your case on, you will not start a fire, which is very important. You want to keep your car. And then you can mount it wherever you see fit. Again, mine's a little broken, but it has mounting holes here, and then there's 2 for the case. And what we're gonna do for now, since I still have to get a battery for this car and a couple of other items, we're just gonna leave this here. I'm gonna put a screw in the side to hold down the cover, and it'll be good, just like that. All right, so now we're gonna tuck this away. And since you have extra room here, you can just place it down on the old battery tray location, and that would definitely be out of the way. So you can put it down here. Of course, make sure you don't yank on your wires. So with your battery tray and everything removed, you have plenty of options as far as where to lay this. So let me make sure I'm not pulling on anything. All right. And because this car is not going to be multi-port, gives you lots of extra room. And also, while we're here, we did the ABS delete, as you can see there. We're going to take this bracket out, and I'm going to show you how to eliminate most of these vacuum lines. They're really not needed. So let's eliminate some vacuum lines. So I already got started. This one went to the front of the car for the vacuum keeper, that little box that sits here. So when you're in boost, the vacuum keeper is supposed to continue vacuum so all of your brakes and everything else works. So we're gonna take this line out. And definitely keep your T's. These things definitely come in handy, and I'm pretty sure you'll be able to use them again later. Next, we have some more miscellaneous items here. I'm not too sure what these, let me undo this. I'm not too sure what these vacuum lines do here, but I have them eliminated on my silver car, and you wouldn't be able to tell that they were even there. So we're gonna not only disconnect the vacuum lines from here, but we're gonna take these bolts out and eliminate these completely. I'm not sure, but I believe this is part of the vacuum keeper system. I think this just holds air in it, but I could be wrong. But I do know we're not keeping it. So one line you are definitely going to want to keep. Let's pull this up for a second. All right, you see this line here? That actually makes sure that your air conditioning doors open. I think it's to switch between fresh air and recirculating air. But we're going to keep this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to find a two-way T, which I think there's one in the system. I have to find it. And let me see. These lines are petrified, holy cow. And already you can see the vast improvement and all of the space available now. So in general, there's gonna be this one taken out, this piece down here taken out, and we're gonna keep the shield there. We're getting rid of this exhaust. We're gonna keep all of the bracketry for the air conditioning. We're gonna take out this charcoal canister, and that should be good to go. Okay, and as you can see, that is out. So now all we have left is this tube, which goes to the gas tank. I'm gonna double check that, but it goes to the gas tank to vent to what used to be that black box. So basically what we're gonna do now is call it a day. We did the beginning phase of the battery relocation kit, and we did the removal of all of the bracketry and rerouting the vacuum line so it goes just for the AC, because I am going to keep that in here. And we got rid of the charcoal canister. And next, we're going to start working on laying back down the head after we clean this surface thoroughly. So stay tuned for that next episode. And this is all of the stuff we pulled out of it. Good weight reduction, I'm sure. Just a couple pounds, but every little bit helps. We have another item for sale. Knock box. This one does work, doesn't have any issues or anything like that, so hit me up in the comment section if you're interested. Shoot me a price and it can be yours. And thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you hit the bell icon, subscribe, and I'll see you next episode.